In this video, we're going to show you the simple startup procedure for the digital squeegee, and we're also going to do a nozzle check test print. So first, we're just going to turn on the auto press. We're running the digital squeegee on the Cobra TSE. And we just want to make sure that the digital squeegee is recognized on here. And you can see there, it's on head number 10. All right, so now we're going to walk over to the digital squeegee. Okay, so now we're going to start up the digital squeegee. We need to make sure that the machine itself is fully on first before we turn on the computer. So we're going to press the start button down here. Okay, and we're going to turn the interlock key to the off position. That way we can open up this side door and not have an error message. It'll allow us to run the machine with the side door open. And then, as you can see, we also turned on the light so that we can visually inspect to see if there's anything wrong on the internals. Everything looks pretty normal right now. So as the machine's booting up, we want to make sure that we're not turning on the computer until after the machine's fully done turning on. So now, hit the power button on the computer. The program that we're going to be running on the computer is called Retrofit. It's got a little M&R logo on it. That's the main program that allows us to do nozzle checks, allows us to set different parameters, and it's also what shows us what's in queue to print. You can see it there. Retrofit. Okay, so now we're going to do a nozzle check test print. Up there at the top, you can see a magenta and blue little icon. Nozzle test print. We typically use a just 11 by 17 white piece of paper to do test print. We're going to load that to the top of the pallet, trying to get it centered and as flat as possible. Okay. Now we're going to move that pallet over underneath the DS and lock it in place. As you can see there, it's locked in, and basically all we have to do now is hit this button here that says nuclear launch. That'll do the test print. And all we want to look for here are any gaps in any of the print heads. Every single one looks like it's printing complete. I don't see, oh, actually I see a tiny little gap, but that is actually pretty insignificant. We're going to do an actual design test print to see if that leaves a mark, but usually very, very small gaps like that will work itself out while we're printing. So that isn't a huge deal, but usually you just want to make sure that everything's spraying evenly, and this generally looks pretty good. There's also a little tiny one right there, but also that should work itself out. We'll do a test print of an actual design and then maybe one more nozzle check. Thank you.